Flosstube. We're the real Housewives of Cross Stitch.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Chelsea.
And we had to wake Ronnie up to do this.
Ran. So we had a ton of shout outs this week. We wanted to say thank you so much for mentioning us and go check out their channels. So Legacy Knits, it wasn't this week, but we have seen a ton of knitters come over and say, hey, I'm a knitter, but I wanted to check you out since Legacy Knits mentioned you. So we appreciate that so much, and thanks for following along, even if you don't cross stitch. Many of you have said that you cross stitched in the past, and this has given you an itch to try it again. Mama Joan, thank you so much for the bags.
Yeah, the Joan and Kelly show. She shouted us out.
Thank you. Basic Stitches, Melly Ellie Stitches, The Addicted Sisters, Lisa Abby's Needleworks, Misty Purcell, and Paisley Stitches.
Thank you all.
Thank you. All right, and then we've got some questions. B. Stefan wanted to know, do people recognize you out in the store, like the grocery store at Joanne's, and say hi?
Not even the cross stitch store.
We're not that. We also go in disguises, like pajama pants. And
I don't go out in pajama pants.
I have been lately because my jeans don't fit, and I'm on that boycott for maternity wear. So I wear cuddle duds. I got a bunch of cuddle duds for Christmas, and I've determined that they're acceptable to wear in public.
Yeah, she looks like she swallowed a pea.
It's getting there. Carol wanted to know what a Smyrna Stitch is. I think she said in the comment that she lives somewhere close to, it's a town by where she lives, so that she was all confused.
It's a stitch where you do an X and then you do another X like the other way, so that there's two X's on top of each other. So
it's like a asterisk.
if you have the Just Cross Stitch magazine, any of the old ones from 2016, look at the Seasons in Chalk, because Kathy used a lot of them when she charted the chalk designs.
Yeah. Anne wanted to know, if you wanted to participate in the stitch along, do you have to be on Instagram?
No, not at all.
You can use the hashtags on Facebook. We'll follow you there as well.
Or email them to us so we can see the pictures.
Yeah.
Anything.
Ginny is having a hard time finding ticking. Any suggestions where she can get it?
I get mine at Joanne.
Joanne's.
Fabrics.
We went there yesterday. All right, Mary. Am I the oldest, and how was it growing up with all the boys? I'm not the oldest. I'm the second oldest. I have one older brother. I loved it because I had my own room. I didn't have to share my toys. They didn't want to play with my dolls. I didn't have hand-me-down clothes. They were a pain in my rear, but I liked it for that fact. Yes. And they're big boys. Like, when I take a picture with them, they're at least a foot taller than me. And they're just huge. So, I don't know. I like it. Everyone's scared of them. What do they call them? What do you call them? What's that word for them? You use, like, a giant word for them. Oh, I can't think of it right now. I'll think of it, you guys. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, okay. You're just saying that because you don't want to be mean. Tara wanted to know, is Chalk on the Farm going to be somewhat seasonally themed like your other patterns?
Yes, but it won't say spring, summer. They will all be farms, and they'll all have seasonal elements. Like this one had the tulips and the spring
Cherry
flowers.
blossoms.
So I wanted to say too, thank you so much for the amazing outpouring of love for the charts. It's great.
It's exciting. We're excited. All right.
And we just might have a giveaway at the end.
Don't say that word.
Oh.
We might have a... C.A. Sue, since you are a skater, did you see I, Tanya, and what do you think?
I didn't. I want to see it, but I didn't. I did watch the specials on, what was it, 2020?
I don't know. It's so scandalous. She acts like she didn't know about it, but then she said she did know about it. Girl, you knew about it. You were going to bash somebody in, like you knew about it. All right. Jean Ann, what color was your Monaco before you dyed it for Jolly Happy Soul?
White?
Yeah.
Off-white? Because it was tea-dyed?
Yeah, you can dye anything. Antique white, white, whatever you can find. Thanks, everybody, for buying up all the Monaco.
Yeah, we can't find any.
Find something else to stitch on.
Yeah. Sticky board, I can't find that anywhere. I can't find any Monaco anywhere.
Can't find ticking. That might be why you can't find any ticking, too. Trisha wanted to know, when you store your stuff, do you take the embellishments off and your picks off?
If I put them on with magnets, yes, I take them off. If I glued them on, no, they stay like that.
Linda, where can we order fabric used for Chalk on the Farm?
I heard from Amy this morning that she got the charts yesterday and that she's shipping them out. So she also said that she has extra charts and she does have some fabrics for them. So you might want to check down Sunshine Lane. And any place else that sells hand-dyed fabrics by Stephanie Slate or Picture This Plus. I forget what the colors were on that. Was it Shadow and...
Yes.
There's all different kinds that you can get. So.
And if you... the modeling, if the modeling's too difficult for you to like see through, you can also use just plain black if it's like your first one or whatnot. But the Slate by Stephanie makes it really chalkboard-esque. Okay. Marina, can you buy homespun at Joanne's?
Yes, sometimes. Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
A lot of mine I had for a long time.
A long time. She owned her own craft business where she made dolls. That's how you say it, right? Dolls? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And their outfits were always made out of country-ish materials, which were homespun. And if I had some of the fabrics that she had back then, we were looking through a drawer for a needle for a project last night, and I found some photos from like the 90s of her displays at the craft shows. And if I had some of those fabrics for quilts right now, I'd just be in heaven. And what's your favorite thing to stitch? Still, Marina, what's your favorite thing to stitch? Is it samplers, chickens, a certain holiday, or whatever catches your eye?
I don't know that I ever stitched a sampler. I don't think I've ever stitched a sampler.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like fake samplers she's done, you know, where it's just the alphabet. I mean, I'd say that's a sampler, right?
I would think it's seasonal.
But Christmas is your favorite thing to stitch.
Halloween, Christmas.
Let's
right now it's going to be spring because I'm done with winter.
She's over it.
Mm-hmm.
Janice, this was my favorite question. How peculiar are you when you cut your quilt squares? Do you just go for it and say the fabric is straight enough?
Peculiar or particular?
I don't know. Listen, I read these comments late at night. I put on my Instagram, 7:05, it's my bedtime. Yeah, so we're not very...
We try really hard.
We try really hard, but sometimes...
But I'm not the best at being perfect.
Yeah, I'm like, well, the seam allowance will cover it. You can be extra...
That's why we can probably never do a fancy quilt, because we could probably never get it to fit right. Squares, we're pretty good at.
The rag quilts, you can be a little bit lenient on with the cutting if it's not
because you got
straight.
an inch seam allowance.
You got an inch seam allowance that you're going to be cutting into strips. So, I mean, it's okay. And then she wants to know where we start our cross stitch. Come on.
Top left corner. Unless it's too scattered up there, then I'll go to the bottom left corner.
Layla wants to make a debut.
Not in the middle.
No, we never start in the middle, but in a corner. It depends on where my fabric is. Yeah, this is my troublemaker. All right.
She's everybody's troublemaker. You can't leave any food anywhere.
Anyway, well, paper towels either. We just caught her eating a paper towel. So, I mean, what can you do? So we have lots of whips, a couple finishes. We have lots of different kinds of whips too. We've got some cross stitch.
I was gonna say I don't have very many whips because finished all my stuff.
We've got cross stitch. We've got crochet. We've got quilting, and we've got.
First of all,
babying.
Look at these. These have been like my unicorn thing, and I found 2 sets of them in the same day at TJ Maxx. So, we both got them.
I was using the Beast Cup the other day, and my kids are like, do you, because I have cabinets full of Rae Dunn, obviously. They're like, do you just grab one every day and use it, or do you like pick what? And I'm like, I feel like a beast today because I was looking really hot messish. And
I haven't used mine yet.
Yeah, she didn't take it out of the package. If it's your unicorn, use it.
I know. I'll show them
We'll
someday.
just look at it. She had to send pictures of it though immediately to me, and somebody else was scoping them out, so she's like trying
because
to
I went
hold
to
them.
Home Goods, and I walked by the cart where they were putting stuff out, and they had the teapots that we both wanted.
You know,
2
the
of
ones
them
that say
sitting
tea.
there, and those are like $100 on eBay. And I grabbed those up, and I go to the register, and then I went across the street to the other store, and there was 2 of those. It was like meant to be.
Hello. It was her day. All right, so we've got some previous finishes.
Just one.
Somebody had asked to on our comments. I had answered them right away.
This was sitting behind us last week. It's the, what is this? Winter.
Four Seasons Winter
Right.
by Lizzie Kate.
Right, and it's just on a pedestal frame that I had found at Michael's, I think last 2 years ago maybe. And then I just have some picks up at the top, and I changed it out because it clips. There's a clip up here, and you can tell that when they made this frame, the clip is crooked. I would like to take it apart and put the clip on straight because it doesn't hang straight, but whatever, right?
Whatever. Remember, we're not perfect. We just fudge it till we make it.
Put it over there. So.
I don't know. We've got a lot of stuff on the table today, guys. All right, and then we've got some finishes for this week. So this is Hello Snow. I want to show you what the original pattern looks like.
I just did the top of the snowman border, the snowman, and the bottom of the snowman border, and I left off all the big snowflakes because I wanted it for this tray. Oh, it's from the gingham.
Oh,
That's fine.
it's fine. We got to do some trimming.
So I ruffled the gingham and I glued it on the back. I mounted it on sticky board, and of course I used magnets and sheet metal to attach it so that I can take it off because I did have a fall piece on there, and I'll probably try to find something for spring because I love this tray. It was $1 at a flea market, and it's old and crusty.
That's how we like our stuff, old and crusty.
I
Just like we
finished-
like our men.
My gosh. The Lizzie Kate winter smalls. I finished the winter one, and I did it on that same pedestal chalkboard that I had the autumn one on. It was really cute. It took me like one evening to do, and then I attached black gingham ribbon on the bottom. I ripped blue homespun or blue gingham and tied a bow with that, and did a black gingham button, covered button. It's cute. And then when I have it displayed, I have greenery on the top, but I didn't feel like her having to mess with it because it's just on there. And then the last finish is the sampler months from Little House Needleworks, Classic Colorworks, the chart packs where you get the floss. And people are having a hard time finding these, like on the Little House website. And if you go up to the top where it says
Thread pack?
cotton floss, Classic Colorworks cotton floss, I think it's in that section. And I'm not sure.
You
I
can
know
see
that,
she did do some changes, though. The
Right.
house is brown that it's charted for, and she made it white. But you can see all the changes on her blog. She
Yeah, I
notated
listed the
them.
thread colors that I changed to and things like that.
I think it looks much more Valentine-y.
Even though I don't do Valentine's, right?
Okay. I have a finish, but it's not fully finished. I just finished it this morning when we were... So this is
The truck.
the truck from Mom and Kathy's design down there in the corner. I'm doing it as an ornament.
And you can see she did it on tea-dyed, and it's adorable.
I did fill in the tires in the truck because there's nothing charted for that, but it's on black fabric, so you want it to be able to be filled in and seen. So this
And
is
you
what...
used, what, 844 DMC?
Yes.
And then she did the little diagonal lines in the window and the eyes of the chickens with that same floss.
A lot of you were commenting yesterday when I posted this, though, that it looks awesome on the tea-dyed. So if you're, if you love these patterns and you're skeptical about maybe
Being
doing
able
it
to
on
stitch on black. Do it on a
doing
different color.
Right, gray or tea-dyed, it'll still look amazing, and the white will show up perfect on there. And there's plenty of contrasting colors that it's going to work out. Okay, that's my finishes. Where are your
Do
whips?
you have any whips?
Yeah, I have two
Okay, I'll
whips.
do my whips first then. And that was for our Stitch Along PC Fresh Eggs Farm. PC Hometown Holidays. I started the needle workshop. I only got a little bit done. I haven't had that much stitching time this week. I don't know what I've been doing. Shoveling snow maybe? We got a lot of snow yesterday. And then we had 3 days this week that we had like 3 inches at a time. So
Yeah, kids had a snow day yesterday. I don't even think it was warranted, but
she didn't get as much snow as we did. We got probably 10, 12 inches.
yeah, we didn't. But they called us at 4:45 in the morning. School's canceled.
And then for Fall Friday stitching, I was doing this Prairie Schooler Autumn Leaves, and I got a little bit done in here and some more of the words. But like I said, not too much stitching time because Chelsea has me making things for a baby.
She sends me pins throughout the week. We should make these. And I'm like, I don't know how to crochet. Well, I'll make them. We should just make them. All right, my whips for cross stitch. I should have taken this out of the bag. You asked me if I had everything ready, and I lied. All right, so my plan was to finish this week. I did not, but I got more done.
Somebody asked where they could find these too, and
This was like a controversy when I first started these in October?
I was looking at Down Sunshine Lane for a certain with thy needle and thread pattern, and I did see that she has the word plays on there. So if you need the word plays, Down Sunshine Lane does have them.
Yes. They were hard to get for a little while there. Everybody and their mother was trying to get them.
And I might have seen some on 123 Stitch too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they restocked them. Okay. And then I had, because I didn't want just one bunny. P.S. Have you seen the new Country Cottage Needlework sneak peek of their little bunnies with the carrots? Gonna have to get that one. All right, so
And Kathy's new ornament series, I love that too.
ooh, yeah, that was sneak peek today.
There's way too many things to stitch.
Oh, she showed the full thing today then. The full first ornament.
Oh,
Yep. The
I
barn.
didn't see that.
All right, so then I started this one. This is called Easter Peep Parade, another Brenda Gervais. And I am doing it on some brown fabric that Mom had in her stash that she said she had dyed. I started in the left.
I did this one last year, and I used
the right.
That's why I
corner.
dyed the brown.
So this one is a little bit tougher for me to stitch on. That's why I didn't get very much accomplished. But I
think anytime you use Rit dye, it makes it way smaller.
Yep.
Then, like when we tea dye it, I don't think it shrinks it as much as the Rit dye does. I don't know if it's the chemicals in it.
This one's going to be super cute though, so I'm excited to get this finished. I just have to stitch on it like in my window when it's bright out. But that's just because I'm sick right now and it's easier for me. All right, and then whips as far as non-cross stitch whips. What do you have?
Oh, well, I've been working on these receiving blankets, and I have to say, Michelle at the Striped Rose, she was sending me pins of blankets with this edging on it, and yes, we had already planned on doing them, but thank you for sending them to me.
So there's one.
This one's almost done. I'm like halfway around.
You have to use the cotton.
Chelsea like zigzagged around the edge, and then you do a blanket stitch around it, and then the cotton like you would make dishcloths out of. And I couldn't finish this one last night because we ran out of
The cotton.
the gray check stuff.
So this one is almost finished. And then I've got some quilty whips. This was done last Saturday, I think, and last Sunday, where I am making a string quilt out of the Farmer's Daughter.
Aren't they pretty?
You just grab some strips and sew them right on. I'm using freezer paper that I've cut into 10-inch squares, and you sew it on there, and then you just peel the paper off. Super easy. Missouri Star Quilt Company also sells those papers if you want to buy them, if you don't want to cut them, but just cut them. Okay, and then I've got some other stuff. So yeah, I told you guys about the sale at Joanne's. They're still running a sale.
It's even better now. It's
Yeah.
60% off, and then there was a coupon for an extra 25% off of fabric.
So I'm making some Valentine's quilts for two girls that I know. They don't
think
know
they're
about
for the
it.
baby.
Yep, they think they're for the baby, so I'm being quiet. But I've matched them all up. So I've got a pink one, and then I've got a blue one. These are just going to be rag quilts. But I cut the squares last night, and then I'm going to match them all up, and then we'll be good. And that's my whips.
You want to show the bee?
That's a lot. The bee.
The bee blanket.
Yes, finishes. Mom crocheted this, shell stitch.
And then I did the little bee, and I left the wings loose and his little antenna loose too, so the link to the blanket pattern is on my blog. If you go back a couple of blog posts, I posted the blanket
If
with
you
the
guys
link
want to
to
start
it.
crocheting too.
And then I'll also link this when I post these on my blog.
You also had to finish. She finished this last week.
Yours. These
And
are both of our new big quilts. So we both finished them last week, and they're twin bed sized, and we both just love them. Squares. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I matched all of mine with a white square. I've seen a lot of quilts that have a lot of white in them, and Mom really liked them, and I liked them, so I decided to try one, and it worked out really well. It was easy for me to pair up instead of trying to figure out which, because these you try to make
I
sure
was
that
going
you
for checks
coordinate.
and ticking and just kind of farmhousey. And the back is like a ticking gray, blue
It's pretty.
with the red gingham border. And Chelsea's is blue checks with the red gingham border. But we really liked making these.
We always, in the middle of it, we're kind of just like, oh my god.
I'm never doing this again. I'm not
Right.
good at this. I told my
Right.
husband, I am not good at this. I do not want to make another one.
And then she saw me doing my string quilt, and she's like, that is hideous. I hate it. I don't know how you could like that. She was joking, obviously.
No, I had to keep telling myself that so that I wouldn't go and buy fabric. And then somebody sent it to me.
Can't get out of it. So speaking of that, let's go over our random acts of kindness, which were so generous. I never know what to say when somebody says that. So like she said, she got, from Fran, she got a vintage picnic jelly roll, and this was actually pinned on my page. I have loved this forever because there's ginghams and...
So I'm going to do one of those like Chelsea's doing.
Yep, so she bought some white jelly rolls as well to kind of mix in with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
And she sent us a big bag of fabric.
Some of them have like lace edges on it. She said she's able to stitch on Monaco, that she made the jump from Ada to Monaco. She couldn't stitch on linen.
Yeah, because she couldn't do
Me
linen.
either,
So
girl. And
she
then-
appreciates us, and we love your little note. It was very nice. And then she sent Chelsea some chicken fabric. So thank you very much, Fran.
When I get Mom on that project bag,
It isn't going to happen.
it's going to happen, guys.
No, I can't sew vinyl.
I told...
You've already got me making like 7,000 baby things. How am I going to have time to make you a project bag? You can make a project bag.
Okay, and then I also received something from Nancy, a cute Dragonfly card. And then she sent this. She said she was going through her stash and she found it. I've never seen this one, which is really exciting. And I love the packaging. It's Prairie Moon chickens.
It's so cute.
So I absolutely love that. The Sweetheart Tree, Snowflakes in the Pines. And Christmas in the Kitchen by Sue Hillis.
It's very cute. I don't think I've ever stitched a Sue Hillis pattern.
You know, I've purchased some from, remember those Halloween kits?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I got them very reasonably at the Goodwill. They were brand new. Why not?
Okay, and then we went to Welcome Stitchery this week.
Whew. We had to get some haul.
We had to?
I don't think we had to. Why was I here that day?
I don't know.
Oh, I was coming just to hang out because we were having dinner later that night. So I just came to hang out. All right. I found something in the clearance bin. So I don't even know who it's by. Blue Ribbon Designs.
That's cute.
Liberty Stitchery. So I'm not going to do the words down here. I'm going to... You see how the fence is kind of split into two? We're just going to move some of that bunting up into the fence.
Yeah, we're going to figure it out. But it's very cute.
It's right up my alley.
And there's a cow and chickens, right?
Yeah. No.
Cow and sheep.
Cow and sheep. And sunflowers. And then I got a Prairie Schooler, bunnies, and chicks. These guys are extremely
Tiny.
small. So I was thinking like a banner or something cute for spring.
Mm-hmm. I got Snowy Meadow from With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. Peter and Peep, With Thy Needle and Thread. There's a theme to this. And I got this one that Chelsea had gotten a couple weeks ago or a week ago.
Spring Frolic at Bunny Hill.
And Yvonne had showed this around Halloween. It was on her refrigerator and I really wanted it. And they had it for the like normal price and it's cute. So I was excited to get that. And you showed all your stuff already?
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't have a giveaway last week, but we have one this week. Here's it upside down. We are giving away 2 of these. Chalk on the Farm, Fresh Eggs Farm. So what we need you to do is not say giveaway, be a subscriber, and we need to know where you like to spend your stitching money. Your LNS, your online store, wherever you shop. So link it below, and it's nice for other people to be able to read to see where other shops are. So if you do have an LNS and you say the name of the LNS,
say what town it is in,
put
or
what town it's in so that if anybody wants to read through them all, that they can see it. So we will draw 2 winners next week for these. And I will also be having a giveaway for one of these on my Instagram and one of them on my Facebook page. So
you've got how many chances to win?
4.
4.
These are the collaboration with my chalkboards, and Kathy Haberman charts them for cross stitch. And you can get yourself a chart and start our stitch along.
Yes, so hashtag PC
Fresh Eggs Farm.
Fresh Eggs Farm. That's
I would think that
hashtag.
this week we'll start seeing a lot of hashtags showing
because
up.
when you get
people,
it, stitch it. That's what she said in the last video.
Yeah, don't be waiting.
Again, if you're concerned about doing it on the black,
pick a different color.
pick a different color. This design would look great on our coffee tea dye that we do. It looks great on gray. I mean, any color that you think would.
And Ada would be fine too, because with it being black, you're not going to see the holes as much after it's finished, and it'll be easier for you to see it. So whatever you decide to stitch it on, hashtag us, because we want to see it.
Yep, so in the comments below, you're going to write where you spend your stitching money. If it's on a certain website online, or if
you have a couple of places.
Yeah, if you have a favorite LNS that you go to.
And if you have any questions, ask away, because
we like to go to Welcome Stitchery. We like to go to, that's in Crystal Lake, Illinois, Black Cat Stitchery.
we wish Inspired Needle was closer, because that was a really nice shop.
Yes. We like spending our money down Sunshine Lane.
There's a shop
123 Stitch.
in Glen Ellen.
Crazy Annie's.
There's a shop in Glen Ellen that I want to go to, too.
Oh.
It's not that far away.
Road trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not that
As
far.
long as I have my bands.
I can't remember the name of it, but I've seen pictures of it on Facebook, and it looks really big and nice. So we're going to have to make a trip.
I've been looking up quilt shops, too. Oh, gosh. Oh, my plans for this week. What are your plans? Do you have any plans? Do you have stuff kitted up, or what are you doing?
Yep.
I have the Prairie Schooler vintage eggs. So I think that duck is just the cutest thing ever. So I'm going to start with that. I think these are going to go in for the baby's room because, you know, it's vintage farmhouse theme, and I think these are super cute. So I'm doing them on black. Wish me luck. I'll probably do this guy, the pigs, there's chickens, and then one of the bunnies.
They're really cute.
Vintage eggs. Prairie Schooler.
I was digging through my Prairie Schoolers too, and last year I wanted to start these. What is this called? Welcome Spring. All these springy little farm animals, and I didn't get around to it. But this year's a new year, right? And spring starts, because I finished my last winter. And I've already done the big piece, but the small one would be really cute for spring too. And there's a goat on there, Yvonne, and Farm Girl.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
That's
a big goat.
That's a big goat.
I didn't look at the name of that one.
And then Signs of Spring, Prairie Schooler.
Yep. Aren't those all cute? So, I got my work cut out for me. Plus all the new things that come out at market.
Plus all the stuff that I send her that she needs to do.
Plus my...
Chalk on the farm.
Yeah, because I want to do a couple of parts of this for a gift. So I got to start that for a stitch along. But I was kind of waiting for you because she, had to hurry up and...
I just wanted to stitch it. She said, when you get it, stitch it. I wanted to say thank you again for all the well wishes and people saying I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm able to stitch now, so I'm excited about that. I do have a little bit of a belly, but nothing like, I watched Nell's video.
Oh my goodness.
And Abby, oh my
gosh.
goodness. My back hurt so bad for you guys. I saw their belly and I was like, oh my gosh, turn around, abort the mission. Like, what are we doing?
I would imagine that that's probably how I look because my first child was over 10 pounds.
Lord help us. You're okay if you're small. 10 pounds for your first baby. And then she had 4 more, like, no big deal.
They weren't 10 pounders though.
They were
8s and high 7s.
Okay. All right, well, that's all we have for this week. So again, entering in the giveaway. It'll be down below, but don't mention giveaway, don't mention free, don't mention...
And be a subscriber.
Be a subscriber, and then just put your favorite
and like the video. That's a requirement too. Like the video.
There you go. And then we'll have all our hashtags linked below in the description, so you'll be able to follow along there as well. And links.
So 2 lucky people are gonna get this.
And then later in the week, she'll be giving away one on her Instagram and one on
my
her Facebook page, her Priscilla's business page. Okay.
That's it.
We will see you next week.
Bye.